There are moments when life leaves us with a strange feeling. Something enters our life unexpectedly. A person, an opportunity, a challenge, even a simple conversation that stays with us long after it is over. And then, just as unexpectedly, it is gone. I've often wondered why some of these moments seem to change us forever, while others leave almost no trace at all. It doesn't always seem to depend on how important the event was. Sometimes the smallest encounter quietly changes the direction of our thinking. And sometimes the biggest events in our lives seem to leave us exactly where we were. It makes me wonder whether what changes us is not the event itself, but the way we meet it. I notice that whenever something unpleasant happens, my first tendency is to decide what it means. Was it fair? Was it unfair? Should this have happened? Who was right? Who was wrong? Before I even realize it, my attention has shifted from observing what happened to defending a position. And once that begins, something inside seems to tighten. It almost feels as though nothing new can enter anymore. The experience is still there, but I am no longer with it. I'm only with my conclusions about it. Perhaps the same thing happens even with pleasant experiences. We become busy holding on to them, wanting them to continue, wanting life to repeat them. Again, something seems to tighten. Whether I resist losing something or resist accepting something, it still feels like resistance. The more I observe this, the more I begin to wonder, what actually comes into our life? Is it really people, situations, success, failure? Or are these simply the forms through which something much deeper keeps moving? That question stayed with me for a long time. And one day, it gave rise to this observation. I can only learn from everything that comes into my life and everything that goes away too. What comes in and goes out is nothing but energy in various forms. In order to benefit from the energy in the form of learning, respecting that energy is a prerequisite. Respect automatically prevents me from indulging in conversations of right and wrong, thereby ensuring a state of no resistance. Such a state permits energy to freely enter, touch the core of my thought and leave, in the process causing a mutation in that thought. Resistance blocks the flow of energy and prevents such mutation and transformation. Rather, it leaves behind piles of residue, which in turn leads to total blockage of energy, and subsequently, death. Ever since that thought arose, I find myself looking at life a little differently. Not because I now have an answer, but because I keep wondering, when something enters my life, am I actually allowing it to pass through me? Or am I unknowingly trying to stop its journey? And if everything that comes is only passing through, perhaps the real question isn't what entered my life, but what, if anything, it quietly transformed before it left. Pause. Look within.